हो दोस्तों, नमस्कार। स्वागत है आपका एक बार फिर से इस यूट्यूब चैनल पर। और आज मैं पढ़ने वाला हूँ एपिसोड 3 स्माइली ऑफ चैप्टर 1 लव एंड इंटीमेसी ऑफ द बुक चिकन सूप फॉर द कपल सोल। तो आप अगर नए हैं इस चैनल पर तो ये वीडियो अपने लव्ड वंस के साथ उन दोस्तों के साथ ज़रूर शेयर करें जो शौकीन हैं बुक पढ़ने के, बट किसी तरीके से या किसी कारण से वक्त नहीं निकाल पा रहे हैं पढ़ने के, तो वो मेरे साथ यहाँ सुन सकते हैं। और मैं हूँ आपका दोस्त, होस्ट और आपका रीडर बिशु। और चलिए फिर मैं बिना देर किए शुरू करता हूँ। माई ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स वर मैरिड फॉर ओवर हाफ अ सेंचुरी एंड प्लेड देयर ओन स्पेशल गेम फ्रॉम द टाइम दे हैड मेट ईच अदर. The goal of their game was to write the word smiley in a surprise place for the other to find. They took turns leaving Smiley around the house, and as soon as one of them discovered it, it was their turn to hide it once more. They dragged Smiley with their fingers through the sugar and flour and containers to await whoever was preparing the next meal. They smeared it in the dew on the windows overlooking the patio where my grandma always fed us warm. Homemade pudding with blue food coloring smiley was written in the stamp left on the mirror after a hot shower, where it would reappear bath after bath. At one point, my grandmother even unrolled an entire roll of toilet paper to leave Smiley on the very last seat. There was no end to the places Smiley would pop up. Little notes with Smiley scribbled hurriedly were found on dashboard and car seat, or tapped to steering wheels. The notes were stuffed inside shoe and left under pillows. Smiley was written in the dust upon the mantel and trashed in the ashes of the fireplace. This mysterious word was as much as a part of my grandparents' house as the furniture. It took me long time before I was able to fully appreciate my grandparents' game. Skepticism has kept me from believing in true love, one that is pure and enduring. However, I never doubted my grandparents' relationship. They had love down pat. It was more than their flirtatious little games. It was a way of life. Their relationship was based on a devotion and passionate affection which not everyone is lucky enough to experience. Grandma and grandpa held hands every chance they could. They stole kisses as they bumped into each other in their tiny kitchen. They finished each other's sentences and shared the daily crossword puzzle and word jumble. My grandma whispered to me about how cute my grandpa was, how handsome an old man he had grown to be. She claimed that she really knew how to pick him before every meal. They would heads and gave thanks, marveling at their blessing, a wonderful family, good fortune, and each other. But there was a dark cloud in my grandparents' life. My grandmother had breast cancer. The disease had first appeared 10 years earlier. As always, Grandpa was with her every step of the way. He confronted her in their yellow room, painted that color so she could always be surrounded by sunshine, even when she was too sick to go outside. Now the cancer was once again attacking her body. With the help of a cane and my grandfather's steady hand, they still went to church every morning. But my grandmother grew steadily weaker until finally she could not leave the house anymore. For a while, Grandpa would go to church alone, praying to God to watch over his wife. Then one day, what we all dreaded finally happened. Grandma was gone. Smiley, it was scribbled in yellow on the pink ribbons of my grandmother's funeral bouquet. As the crowd thinned and the last mourners turned to leave, my aunts, uncles, cousins, and other family members came forward and gathered around Grandma. One last time, Grandpa stepped up to my grandmother's casket and Taking a shaky breath, he began to sing to her. Through his tears and grief, the song came a deep and throaty lullaby. Shaking with my own sorrow, I will never forget that moment. For I knew then that although I couldn't begin to fathom the depth of their love, I had been privileged to witness its unmatched beauty. SHMILY, Smiley. See how much I love you. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for letting me see. And this is Sunshine House. If you are guys seeing, they are his grandma and grandpa. Here is made Sunny Shades home, and this is so sweet. He's drawn her on my antacid tablets. So that's it, guys. This was all about this episode, and a sweet thing about love. And love is so beautiful, as you are seeing it, listening it in every chapter. So do hit this subscribe button and spread love, and share this video with those who wants to see or wants to listen the magic of love and want to spend some time with their loved ones. So मैं मिलता हूँ आपसे अगले वीडियो में. जब तक के लिए आप अपना ख्याल रखें और खुश रहें, और पढ़ते रहें मेरे साथ, इस जर्नी में चलते रहें. मैं सुनाता रहूँगा आपको बहुत सारी स्टोरी. चलिए फिर अपना बहुत बहुत ख्याल रखें, खुश रहें. मैं मिलता हूँ आपसे अगले वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए आप अपना ख्याल रखें. थैंक यू.